Hello everyone! Today I would like to share with you guys my entire phone collection. I included these two tablets here. Before we get started, I'd like to say I'm sorry about my English. I don't live in any English speaking country, so if I'll make mistakes during this video, I wanna apologize. So right now I have around 30 phones. I didn't count them yet, but I organized them in 3 categories. Right here we have iPhones and 2 phones that I couldn't fit anywhere. Here we have working Android phones, and here we have broken or not working Android phones. So let's start. So first phone in my collection is this iPhone 4S 16GB on iOS 9.3.6. This was actually my first iPhone I ever bought. I bought it last year in August because I wanted an iPhone so bad, so I just bought it for really cheap, and it's actually a really great phone, no cracks or anything. I really liked it. Next is this black iPhone 4 8GB that I bought for my friend for really cheap. She said that it's not working, but she didn't just have a charger for it, so as you can see it's working. I just haven't set it up yet, so. Next is this blue iPhone 5C 32GB on iOS 10.3.4. I bought it for parts from my local online shop for around $5. But as you can see, it's perfectly working, so that was a really good deal. Next is this iPhone 5 16GB on iOS 10.3.4 that I got from my friend for a free because he didn't want it. It's just there right now. Next is my iPhone 6s 16GB on iOS 14.0.1. As you can see, it's working perfectly fine. It has just one crack across the display, but I don't like the iOS 14, so that's why I'm not using it, because the iOS 14 on this phone is really slow. As you can see, the animations are not that good. Next is my rose gold iPhone 6s 16GB. This one is probably my favorite iPhone because, as you can see, it's running iOS 11.4.1, so it's pretty rare. This is probably the rarest iPhone in my collection because most of these are running latest iOS, so I'm really happy. I got this for free from a friend because she dropped it in a sink and the screen was just dead, so I replaced it, and as you can see, it's perfectly working. Next is this iPhone 6 16GB that is iCloud locked, and I bought it from the same shop as I bought this one from for around $10, and it's iCloud locked, so I just took the screen and put it into another phone. And now that was all of my iPhones, and I included these two because I couldn't fit them anywhere here. So this is a Microsoft Lumia 650 that I got from a phone lot. When I first got it, it wasn't booting up, but it was just a bad battery, so as you can see now, it's perfectly working. Next is this Lark Cumulus 6 HD, which is basically this really crappy Android phone, but it's pretty nice, I guess. I also received it from the phone lot, the same phone lot as I got this one from. Next is this cheap Alcatel One Touch Pixie 4.7, I guess. I got this 3 years ago just to play games, so I haven't used it in a while, so it was just laying in my drawer, but yeah. So now here are the working Android phones. So first, this is my Samsung Galaxy Note 2 that I received from my uncle because he upgraded to Samsung Galaxy Note 9. As you can see, it's perfectly working. I flashed a custom ROM on it and it's probably dead right now. Next is this Huawei P8 Lite that was actually my main phone a few years back. As you can see, it's perfectly working. There are no problems with it at all. The only problem being is the cracked screen. And I really like this case. Next is Asus Zenfone 2 that I got from my mom for free because she upgraded to Samsung Galaxy A20e. As you can see, I installed some iOS launcher on it for fun, so yeah. Next is this HTC Desire 510 that I got for free from T-Mobile, not from any bin. In a My Crown TV don't have any phone bins, but basically from the employee. I said if they don't have any like broken phones or something, so they gave me this as well as Sony Xperia Z, but I don't have that anymore. This one actually turned out as being perfectly fine. The only problem was the stock software, so I installed a custom ROM on it, and as you can see now, it's working perfectly fine, so I'm really happy about this. Next is this Doogie X5 Max that I got from my dad because he upgraded to some Huawei phone. It's just that right now. Next is this Lenovo A536, I guess, yes. So again, perfectly working, no problems with it, only it has cracked camera lens, and I got it from a phone lot that I got these two phones from. Next is this Samsung Galaxy S3 Neo. It has cracked screen, but it's perfectly working. I have a battery for it. It's actually from this phone, but it works for this one too because I don't have a battery for it. So let me just put it here real quick. Okay, here it is. To show you that this one is actually working. Oh yeah, there we go. Samsung Galaxy S3 Neo. So you can just put that back here. Okay. And also I received it from the same phone lot as I got these two phones. Next is this Xiaomi Redmi 2 that I got from the same phone lot as I got these phones from. Notifications. And this phone was locked to Mi account, but I just flashed a custom Android 10 ROM which fixed it. Unfortunately, I couldn't flash G apps because of some error. I don't know how to fix that. Error 70, I guess, and it just says insufficient storage space while I have 16 GB left. But overall, it's working perfectly fine, and I'm really happy about this phone because it's running the latest Android 10 and it's still pretty usable. Next is this Lenovo tablet that I received from the same phone lot as these. This one's just that. It wouldn't boot up, so I just flashed a custom ROM, and as you can see now, it's perfectly working. It has some Wi-Fi issues. Did you saw that? It just disconnected, so it's just the Wi-Fi problem. And also it says invalid IMEI, so you can't make or receive calls with that. But still, nice tablet. Next is, this is actually my phone that I currently use. This is a Nokia 7.2. I bought it brand new in July. It's actually really one of my favorite devices. It's really great and no problems with it whatsoever. And now we're here at the bottom line. Here are all of the non-working phones, except these. These are working. Or some of these may be working, but they just have missing displays and stuff. So starting off, this is my Xperia X that I kinda broke when I tried to replace the screen because I smashed the screen and I tried to replace it, but I broke the motherboard, so it's just not working right now. This is my Xperia X that I bought for around $5 from the same seller as I bought these two phones from. So I thought it may be working, but it wasn't, so I just throw it out of the roof for fun, so it's just shared. Next is this LG Spirit. It has boot loop, it's boot looping, and yeah, so it's just basically boot looping, and I don't know what to do with it. It's probably dead right now, I don't know. Next is this Samsung Galaxy J3, I guess. It actually, this is the battery from it, but it has broken LCD, so I can't do anything with it. But I was able to connect it to my PC and mirror the screen, so it's actually working. The only problem it's doing is the broken LCD, and since it's only 8 GB, I don't wanna replace the screen. Next is my Samsung Galaxy G5 2017. This was actually my phone, but then I dropped it and the screen broke, so I just removed it, and I'm probably gonna order a new screen because it's still on Android 8 Oreo, which is pretty cool, so maybe in a few months or weeks I'm gonna order a new screen and replace it. Next is the Samsung Galaxy Core. This is actually has broken touchscreen, so as you can see, this is just like that. It also doesn't have a battery, so I wanted to remove the touchscreen, but since it doesn't have a battery, it's kind of pointless for me, so I'm just waiting. Maybe someday I will get a battery for it, so I can replace the touchscreen. But yeah. Next are these two. These are basically some cheap phones. This one was my first phone ever. This LG doesn't even have Android. It's dead right now. So, and this is a Samsung Galaxy Pocket 2. This is a really crappy and cheap Android phone. As you can see right here, it doesn't have a front-facing camera. It doesn't even have flash, and the screen resolution is really terrible, as you can see. So it's a pretty bad phone, but still I like it to keep it in my collection. So that was my phone collection. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and maybe consider subscribing, or write in comments what was your favorite phone, or if you have a phone collection yourself. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.